Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I'm the best reporting on the Eagles. You know the vibes, big manscape in the building. We're getting closer and closer to training. OTAs like that. We getting close. We getting close, ladies and gentlemen. We real close to, fulfilling what's supposed to be fulfilled, and that is duplicating, you know what I'm saying, what needs to be duplicated. I've been feeling really good lately. Let me point that out. You know what I'm saying? The workout regimen is back in effect. You know what I mean? I'm down about, I'm down about a smooth 16 pounds. You know what I'm saying? I've been hitting the rose water spray on my face. We made it. We made it. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes. So, Nolan Smith signed. Let me say what up to the people, man. Andrew, what's up? Spot City Chop, what up? Chief Quez, what up, what up, what up? North Philly Mo, what up? Jolo Mag, what up? Lit City, what's good with it? Troy Singleton. Would you trade Gainwell for a third-round pick? Check the rumors. No, I'm not trading Kenneth Gainwell for a third-round pick. Absolutely not. I'm not trading Kenneth Gainwell for a third-round pick. You need Kenneth Gainwell. You definitely need Kenneth Gainwell. Kenneth Gainwell was the best running back, you know what I'm saying, in the playoffs for the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm not trading Kenneth Gainwell. You know what I'm saying? Nolan Smith signs his deal. That's huge news for the Philadelphia Eagles. Happen. First-round pick. Because we all know that these Georgia guys that Howie Roseman drafted, they are better when they're on the field together. They better when they're on the field together. And I'm looking forward to see, a bunch of Georgia dudes on the field at one time in Midnight Green. It's going to be fantastic for the Philadelphia Eagles. Gainwell more snaps than Swift. I'm not going to go out on a limb and say more snaps. I'm not going to go out on a limb and say more snaps than Swift. But what I will say is this. The first snap of the season belongs to Kenneth Gainwell. The first snap of the season belongs to Kenneth Gainwell. Kenneth Gainwell does her hair to, shore up a room. Now, if we would extend this Swift and we thought we was going to already keep him long term, then cool. But Kenneth Gainwell is the running back for me. He's the running back for me. He was the best running back when it mattered the most. That first are guys who can close out games, guys that can make impacts during games, but I think Gainwell got a lot more tread left. A lot more tread left. LB, people saying we getting too much respect. I don't know nothing about that. Only thing that matter in this sport is respect. And how do you get your respect? You gotta take your respect. You gotta take your respect. You gotta earn your respect. The difference with that is that there's people who get respect who haven't earned it in the National Football League. We can go on and on about that. They just haven't earned it in the National Football League. But when teams do what they're supposed to do, when teams, reach certain levels of success, show you that they can win games, those are the guys that deserve the respect. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say we the Patriots, but the Patriots have respect for a reason. Because the Patriots always were, looking to win games. We're not out here looking to make excuses. You know what I mean? Respect got to be earned. Who do you think the starting linebacker is going to be? I don't know, man. That's a tough one. But, Nakobe Dean plays a big part in this. Nakobe Dean plays a big part in this, man. I'm going to tell you that right now, man. Nakobe Dean plays a massive part in what's going to happen with the linebacker room for the Philadelphia Eagles. There's no secret about that at all. You know what I mean? I think this has to be a year of, this has to be a coming out party for Nakobe Dean. He had the red shirt year. There's some great tape on Nakobe Dean that says, all the signs are pointing towards Nakobe Dean getting to the next level with just more reps. But I think Nakobe Dean is going to end up being, the unsung hero with his defense this year. I think Nakobe Dean is going to just top 10 linebacker. I think he's going to just excel because he's been waiting for this, man. He's been waiting for this. He's been waiting for this, man. I can't really say who's going to be to the left and to the right of Nakobe Dean. I can't really say. But Nakobe Dean, he has no choice but to improve. He has no choice but to improve. How could Nakobe Dean not improve? If you saw, what was it, week 13 against the Tennessee Titans, at very limited snaps. All year in special teams, Nakobe Dean just does what's asked of him to do. See, the confusion, though, the confusion that people are having with Nakobe Dean, and it's not, he definitely got bigger. Pause. The confusion people having with Nakobe Dean is this. They just take him for him not playing as he wasn't good enough to play. The thing is, we have a GM that afforded us options. You know what I'm saying? We have a GM that, D-Lo, what's going on? Rap guy, what up, what up, what up? Oh, you almost done with that verse already? I ain't even start. But we gonna do what we gotta do with that, though. You know what I'm saying? So this is the thing. The thing is, people are taking Nakobe Dean as not playing as some type of weakness, or he wasn't good enough to play. People don't want to use, just their cognitive skills when you're talking about what really happened at the linebacker position last year. Herb, what's up? When you got guys on 1-year deals, they gotta play. And they were playing as well as Quez White and TJ Edwards. They got to play. TJ Edwards got better every year. Quez White was brought over here. You know what I mean? Because he was already good for 1 year. When you got guys on 1-year deals and you got a rookie, you know what I'm saying? Listen, this how good and this how much they thought of Nakobe Dean when they drafted him last year. He was about to be the green dot, the defensive play caller for the defense, because he has a different level of intelligence and intellect when it comes to playing inside linebacker. You know what I mean? Nakobe Dean is smart. The red shirt year ain't do nothing but help him. Ain't he 22, 23? I think we worried about the wrong things in terms of Nakobe Dean. We can't let the outside noise affect what's really going on. We can't do that, man, because the outside noise are from teams within the division who just not as good as us, who envy us. They envy us. The entire NFC envies the Philadelphia Eagles. We're going to have the biggest hit. You know what I'm saying? Nolan Smith, man, signed his contract, man, worth $11 million. We're going to have the biggest hit. The biggest hit on our head. The biggest hit. Everybody going to be trying to get a piece of the NFC champs. I don't want to split with Dallas either. I want to sweep them. I don't want nobody in the division to beat us. I don't want nobody in the division to beat us, but we already know that we're more important than their long-term success. More important. I'm really hyped to see Sidney Brown. I'm hyped to see Sidney Brown too. We're definitely more important than their long-term success. Think about it like this. The Washington Commanders, all they talk about is the Week 10 win. They don't care about missing the playoffs. They don't care that they were the only team in the division to not make the playoffs. They don't care that they tied with Daniel Jones. All they care about is they gave the Eagles their first loss. That's all they care about. They don't care that they haven't been competitive or had a playoff run in 30 years. They don't care about that. They don't care. Neither do the Dallas Cowboys. They don't care that they haven't had a playoff run in 28 years for them? They don't. All they care about is the Eagles. And the Giants can't beat us. You know what I mean? So it's like, at this point, it's like, how can we get better? What do we have to do to get better at this point? You know what I mean? Because when you think about, when you look to the left and to the right, it's not about nobody else. It's about us. It's about us. When you look to the left and right, it's about the Philadelphia Eagles and what we doing. What we doing? Let's really think about that for a second before we, start to feed into any nonsense on the outside. What are we doing? We got the best running back room in the division. Nobody got a running back room with Swift, Gainwell, and Rashard Penny. Let's start there. Let's start there. The best RPO team with the best offensive line got one of the best running back rooms in the league. Let's start there before you go anywhere else. Anywhere else. Let's start there. My quarterback ran for 15 touchdowns. Now you gave him some running backs. These running backs could catch too. I think that was the Achilles heel for Miles Sanders. The offensive line still intact. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert. The offense is there. I don't know what's going to happen with Quez Watkins, but at the end of the day, I just want to let y'all know something. A lot of people, Joe Castro, shout out my guy Joe Castro, Philly Talk, you know what I'm talking about, Philly the podcast. Shout out my guy Joe Castro, man. He put up a tweet today that said, he's hearing things that Quez Watkins is looking good. He's hearing that he's bigger. You know what I mean? He put on a little muscle. Routes looking crisp. You know what I mean? So being as though OTAs didn't start yet, being as though the first practice don't start till May 30th, that would have me to believe that these are like private workouts, voluntary workouts to go over your heads. When I go to the gym to shoot around, that's on my off time. You know what I'm saying? When I go to the gym to get some shots up, that's just on my own time. And I'm going to tell you something about when I go to the gym to get shots up on my own time. My shit wet. It's wet. It's wet. I actually think I'm Curry. It's wet. It's wet. Now ask me to go play in my local 35 and up league. I'ma still be wet, but I'm not gonna be wet like I was on my own time. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be a little difficult. So the way I feel about Quez Watkins working out and looking good, you know what I mean? All I can think about is Rager catching one-hand passes over Darius Slay in practice and everybody getting excited about it. That's all I can think about. That's all I can think about. Now, Quez Watkins was not trash last year. I don't want that to let y'all go over your heads. But what has to happen is he either need to step up and be the deep threat. Now, he did a lot of things while even getting targets by keeping the defense honest and keeping safeties' heads on the swivel. But you got to catch them timely passes. If you can't catch them timely passes, then you got to go. We're trying to win a championship. And I'm a Quez Watkins fan. When you drop the pill like that in the Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying? Listen, we continuously forget this, y'all. We continuously forget this. Look, this Philly, I don't know my head cover, you know what I'm saying? My head cover a little scrunched up. This Philly, though, yo. This is Philly. We are not the Dallas Cowboys. We don't make excuses for stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We are not, who else? The Raiders. We are not San Fran. We're not nobody else. This is Philadelphia. We don't got time to be hearing things happen. He just had a down year. We in the Super Bowl window. And I've been telling you this. A.J. Brown and Smitty had over 1,100 yards apiece. A.J. Brown, record. Both of them had damn near 100 yards receiving in the Super Bowl. Our third wide receiver dropped a critical walk-in touchdown. That's the facts, bruh. That's the facts. I got my money on Olamide Zaccheaus, the guy we just signed. I got him running up under that and running that in the end zone. At least completing the catch. Smitty catching that. AJ catching that. The time for the emotional attachment with the players, man, it's like, look, man, I get it, man. And I was the guy who mocked Quez Watkins to us. I was the guy I mocked it to us, bro. When me and Philly 500 was doing our draft boards, Quez Watkins was one of the picks. I'm a fan of Quez Watkins, man. I believe in Quez Watkins. I don't think drops are the problem. What I think is volume. He only had 51 targets last year. I think it's volume. Quez Watkins is not a guy that I think could just make a play off of getting like 3 or 4 targets a game. Quez Watkins need to be in the game plan. And being as though he ain't better than Smitty or AJ, he could never be in the game plan. You need somebody that's comfortable being a role player. I think Quez, was feeling like he was going to be a star because we depended on him way more than we depended on, Rager at a point. Eagle Swag Nation, thank you for the super chat. Our O-line will keep Penny and Swift healthy and nice the whole season. Watch them from Philly, but live in OKC. I'm catching hell, Cowgirls fans. I believe you are. Somebody asked me this the other day. Now, I don't see how Quez Watkins can't make the roster. Quez Watkins the roster. Now, the real question is, should the Philadelphia Eagles trade Quez Watkins? It depends on what you're going to get back. If you can get a quality linebacker that could come in and step beside Nakobe Dean, I would trade Quez Watkins. I would trade Quez Watkins for a quality linebacker in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. If you need wide receiver help and you got a quality linebacker to give up, I would trade Quez Watkins for you. In a heartbeat. I will put Quez Watkins in a package for it just simply is what it is. You know what I mean? Would I be mad if Quez Watkins remains a Philadelphia Eagle? Absolutely not. But at the same time, Quez Watkins is expendable. How do you make yourself not expendable? By catching the passes that you're supposed to catch. Everybody drops passes, but there's some passes you're supposed to catch. You're supposed to catch some passes. When you're quarterback, I understand all of that. But the passes that Dallas Goedert, Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown were catching in the Super Bowl were of a degree of difficulty that I've never seen. Kara, what's up? The pass that Quez Watkins dropped in the Super Bowl was the easiest throw of the day and ball placement of that Jalen Hurts threw all that whole day up until that point. Jalen Hurts was throwing dots through traffic, and guys were completing the task. Quez Watkins can run. He can get separation. But you got to catch the timely passes. A wide receiver 3's job is to catch the timely passes. It's to catch the timely passes, man. And especially when you got a tight end as dynamic as Dallas Goedert. Catch the timely passes, bro. And when one of the ones or twos need a breather, you know what I mean? He jumped off the water like a hot piece of sea bass and some oil. Jumping out the water, flapping all in the air. Come on, bro. It's disgusting to think about it. This Philly, I don't understand. I don't understand the thought process. I like to see Rambo at wide receiver 3. I don't think Rambo going. It's too early. I want to see Olamide Zaccheaus at wide receiver 3. He's the only one I want to see. It got to be Olamide Zaccheaus for me. I don't want to see anybody else for him. You know what I mean? And then, you know, we need football to come back. Because 76ers fans, they're in complete disarray as well right now. They're in complete disarray as well. You know what I mean? It's this weird thing going on right now where you can't be happy for Jimmy Butler. You know what I mean? For some strange reason. I'm happy that Jimmy Butler is doing the things that he's doing. I'm happy that he's doing the things that he's doing. The Philadelphia 76ers fans, Philadelphia, we need to understand this. That we got to put blame on the stars. We got to put blame on the stars. We have to put blame on the stars. At the end of the day, Joel Embiid didn't get it done. He ain't get it done. And a lot of people don't like me saying that. How can you like me? You love when I say that Prescott ain't get it done. It's the truth, though. But you mad when I say Joel Embiid ain't get it done? Now all of a sudden, everybody wants to blame Doc Rivers, right? Nobody was blaming Doc Rivers' game plan or his mindset that helped Joel Embiid get MVP. Nobody was doing that. I see a lack of heart in my team that represent my city. I'm going to say something about it. I don't give a damn who play on the team. If somebody ain't getting it done, they ain't getting it done. Matthew, what's up? We don't got to be afraid. We don't got to be afraid that, you know what I mean? We don't have to be afraid to keep it a buck. We don't got to be afraid to keep it a buck. I'm always going to do that. I'm sorry. I'm always going to keep it a buck. If you ain't getting it done, you ain't getting it done. And in the Super Bowl, on the biggest stage, the biggest game, Quez Watkins did not get it done. He didn't get it done. He had opportunities to get it done. He did not get it done. If Jalen Hurts was the one, it won't Jimmy fall. He ain't here. I don't know. You know. I don't know the real. I don't know the real thing with that. A lot of people saying Jimmy Butler ain't want to be here. He wanted to go to Miami. Other people are saying the team didn't want to. You know, the team didn't want Jimmy Butler to operate how he wanted to operate. That's why he left. He wanted to be here, but on his own terms. He wanted to be primary ball handler or whatever the case may be. So people are just hell-bent on saying Jimmy Butler ain't want to be here. He wanted out. 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 Well, then when I look at Joel Embiid press conferences saying how he wish he was still his teammate, then I look at Jimmy Butler press conferences saying how he wish he was still his teammate. Then I look at Jimmy Butler running through the tunnel. You choose me over, you pick Tobias over me? Then when I look at all of that stuff, whatever other people might think might not be true. Y'all got to understand this, man. This is a business. No matter how many people say, I'm hearing this or I got inside information of this, if you wasn't there, there's always a chance that your inside information ain't correct, man. It's always a chance that your inside information is not correct. It's always a chance. Let's be for real here. Nobody don't have Nick Sirianni or on speed dial. Nobody don't have a relationship with the coaches to where they getting real scoops. Come on, man. Come on. Nobody's doing that. I say that to say this, that when you speculate he ain't want to be here because he thought he just blatantly chose Miami, you don't know that. You don't know that. You don't know that. And I don't believe it, to be honest. I don't believe it. I believe in somewhat he wanted to be the primary ball handler and he didn't want, Ben Simmons. He didn't want all of that. I believe that. I believe that. He wanted to be the guy to bring the ball up. He wanted to operate how he's operating in Miami in the half court. They probably told him no, and then he dipped. It wasn't just as soon as this season over. I don't believe that. But, it is what it is. The bottom line is he ain't here, and he about to be in the finals 2 times since leaving here. Been in the Eastern Conference Finals ever since he left here. And look at us. Look at us. Look at us. Happy that our center got MVP. Come on, man. It's ridiculous, man. The Sixers really give me a headache sometime, man. But this definitely an Eagles. This is definitely an Eagles page for sure. I don't want that to get confused, but the Sixers give me a headache, man, because they got to get it together too. You know what I mean? They got to get it together too. The team picked Jim and Tobias over. I don't care what the team did, man. I don't care what the team did. The team to get their stuff together. Now James Harden about to dip, reportedly probably about to get another $200 million. So who's going to be second fiddle to Joel Embiid? PJ Tucker probably gone. PJ Tucker goes to contenders. PJ Tucker goes to contenders. What you gonna do if James Harden leave? Swift gonna be crazy in Philly. I can see that, D-Lo. I can see that, D-Lo. I can see Swift really being crazy, bro. If I'm the Eagles, man, I would extend Swift right now. I would extend Swift right now from the Eagles. I would extend Swift right now. My man Ill Will, what up? He says it's gonna be a long offseason. It's gonna be a long offseason for sure. I extend Swift right now if I was the Eagles. I take all the risk. All the risk. All the risk. I extend Swift right now, man, because the upside is there, the youth is there, the dual capability is there. I'm so excited for him because he can catch. This unlocks a different part of the game plan we didn't have last year. We didn't have hot routes to running backs. We didn't have it. And I'm hearing Brian Johnson is getting really acclimated to this play calling thing, to this offensive coordinator thing. I hope a wrinkle in this is dumping the ball off to the back. I'm hoping the wrinkle of it is dumping the ball off to the back. Think about it, man. As much man as we faced last year because people were scared that Jalen Hurts could throw, it's going to be more zone now. And I think Jalen Hurts knows how to beat zone now. I think he knows how to beat zone now. If we look at that Texan game where he was doing to that Tampa 2, he was destroying that Tampa 2 defense of Lovie Smith's. You know what I mean? He was destroying. He just makes the right reads, man. He's just a city. He is not a one read quarterback how everybody thought he was. He reads defenses well. It's crazy that, a year ago, this time, we was debating this. We was debating the intellect of our quarterback. Now, how good does it feel to go into a season knowing that Jalen Hurts can do everything? Make every throw. Movement outside the pocket. He's Russell Wilson. He's Russell Wilson. The haters have been proven wrong. They've been proven wrong. People saying we getting too much love. They ain't earned their love yet. They don't know what that mean, bruh. They don't know what that mean. When somebody, my mom was at a cookout yesterday. And somebody, I don't know how they got to talking about YouTube. Somebody said, must have said, I watch your son all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I FaceTime my mom and say what's up to him. You know what I mean? Supporter of the channel. Shout out to him. And that's what you call love. And you want to know why? You want to know why you want to know why that type of love is reciprocated? Because I earned it. The respect, the work was put in. You gotta respect that, bro. If you've been following me from day one, you gotta respect it. You gotta respect it, bro. You gotta respect it. I had an Eagles blanket in the background when I first started this, bro. You gotta respect it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect it, and that's how it go. That's how it go. It gotta listen. You gotta earn it, bro. You gotta earn it. I don't care what nobody tell you. You gotta earn it. And a lot of these guys, too far and too often, are just thinking that people should be getting respect because they putting on the cleats and the pads. They putting on the cleats and the pads for what? Respect is earned in contact sports. It's earned in contact sports. When we was in Afghanistan, if you was scared to go outside the wire, scared to go on a mission, you couldn't go, bruh. You gotta earn that respect, bruh. You got to earn that respect. I, 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 I don't get what we talking about. We getting too much respect. Wasn't that shit just earned? Wasn't that just earned? What are you talking? What are we talking about respect for? You want to know who get too much respect? Y'all already got 6-time games, and you ain't had a playoff run in 27 years. Newsflash, you're not must-see TV. Nobody wants to see you on TV because for any other reason that we know you're going to fold. We want to see you on TV because we like laughing at you fold. We like laughing at you fold. Do you realize that part of the reason why Floyd Mayweather became a pay-per-view phenom is because everybody wanted to see the first fight that he lost? They couldn't wait. That's respect in a way. They could not wait to see him fall. That's also respect. Everybody watched us every week hoping we were going to fall. Every week. Oh, if Jalen Hurts could keep it up. Boy, did he keep it up. And he ain't looked back. So when people running around here saying the Philadelphia Eagles are getting too much respect, ask them why we getting the respect that we getting. They not going to keep it a buck. This ain't no whole new different team. The draft was great. We just played in the Super Bowl. The guys are still there. The head coach is still the same. The offensive coordinator knew Jalen Hurts since he was 4 years old. The least you could do is respect it. That's the least you could do is respect it. They tripping. Eagles getting too much respect. Yeah, all right. Yeah, it's gallons. Big gallons right here. Too much respect. Drafted Jalen Carter. My bad, we back. We're not gonna harp on why we getting so much respect. You know what I mean? All we gotta do is worry about how do we keep ourselves in a respectful manner. How do we stay? You want to know who got a lot of respect too? Them 05 Eagles. Until our problem was not being able to get over the hump. Then you start losing respect. Yeah, you can win in the regular season, but when are you going to take it to the next level? You know what I'm saying? That's when the respect started to dwindle. But as long as you are continuously giving your fan base runs, playoff runs, you know what I'm saying? Listen, getting to the divisional round is not a playoff run, yo. Getting to the second round of anything is not a playoff run. Championship game equals playoff run. Y'all know who run daytime television? All them analysts either play for the Cowboys or they grew up Cowboys fans. So of course the media, you know what I mean? Of course, but the tide is slowly turning. The tide is slowly turning. People are getting older. They are. They are. 25-year-old right now. And ask him 20 game is right now. He's gonna be in Kansas City, Golden State, New York Yankee fan. These new kids like winners. They're like winners. You old losers getting phased out. You're getting phased out. If you're a 25-year-old Dallas Cowboys fan, you were born a loser. You see what I'm saying? If you're a 25-year-old Commanders fan, you were born a loser, bro. You were born a loser. Y'all getting phased out. People only pay attention to winners now. They only pay attention to winners. Winners the only people that get respect. So how are we getting too much respect? How? I love this division, man. I love the NFC East. I love it. I love it. Two teams who can't do shit, can't get to a championship game. Two bozos in the division, the Commanders and the Cowboys. And the only other team that looked semi-competent got Daniel Jones on a $40 million contract. I love this division. They're not serious about winning. You paid Daniel Jones. Sam Howell's your quarterback. led the league in picks. Everybody to the left and to the right of us got on the red nose, y'all. I feel good. I feel good. I feel good. Not worrying about them, dude. Not worrying about none of them. We ain't had no bad off season. They prayed on our downfall. Oh, I want to know how y'all gonna keep players after y'all sign Jalen Hurts. I'll show you. Howie Roseman, scheme ass Howie. Go get your scheme ass Howie shirt. Oh, what you gonna do with the running back? What you gonna do about the running back position after Miles Sanders leaves Swift on draft day? Who gonna throw the ball to AJ Brown? All-Pro Jalen Hurts. Career year for AJ. Anything that they could say, they've tried it. Anything. Mark Holmes crying about Dallas not paying Dak another contract extension. Has he earned it? Has he earned it? Has he earned it? If you had subpar performance at your organization, your job, wherever, can you go ask your boss for money? Have you earned it, bruh? Dak Prescott has not earned the contract extension. He ain't earned it, bruh. While we on the topic of earning, he ain't earned it. All he did was get people fired. So all he did was get people fired because he can't get it done. He can't get it done. I can't wait for this round table with Louis T. Law and them. We're going to talk. Because I want to talk about the Kellen Moore thing. Because since Kellen Moore became Dak Prescott QB coach, Dak Prescott had 2 seasons. Dak Prescott had a season of 37 touchdowns. Dak Prescott had a season of 4,900 yards, Pro Bowls, all of this on Kellen Moore. Now it's Kellen Moore's fault, though, right? Come on, man. They use people for scapegoats, and we can't turn into that, Philly. If somebody not playing to their potential, we got to be the ones to tell them. If we hold their hand, we do nothing but stunt their growth. We do nothing but stunt their growth. Nothing but stunt their growth. But it is what it is, man. I hope they do give Dak a contract extension, please. Extend him for 10 more years. He can't get it done. That gives me 10 more years of things to laugh about. Can't get it done. Parsons was talking about we're not going to be able to sign A.J. Brown. Watch me do it, though. That man, come on, man. Parsons I had on the Sixers jersey, a Celtics jersey. Parsons will wear anything. Louis T still eating crow from last summer about Hurts. He gonna eat it every time he talk to me. Every time he talk to me, he gonna have to, he gonna have to talk about what he was talking about. Every time we talk, I'm gonna let y'all get back to y'all work. I got some work I need to be doing as well. I love y'all. Y'all already know that, man. Listen, man, if you ain't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We chasing 30K subscribers. You know what I mean? It'd be a blessing if we got that this off season. You know what I mean? So just subscribe. Tell a friend, tell whatever. I'm trying to get some footage from camp. When camp starts, I'm trying to be out there, man. It's going to be a movie, man. My guy Perry, what up?